My name is Leo Fuelladou. I am 35 years young. I am originally from American Samoa, but I live in California, in San Pedro, California, with my husband and daughter. Fua is a daughter, a mother, a wife, a sister, a person of faith, a lover. Yeah, I think that encompasses much of who I am. Some of my favorite things is hanging out with my family and friends, spending time with my best friends, spending time with my daughter, spending time with my mom, traveling. Family is very important to me, and most of my family lives back home in American Samoa. So, we always make time to go see them, visit them. I have family everywhere, and that brings so much joy to my life. Spending time with my mother is another thing. I love her very much, and she is definitely a role model to me. When she was diagnosed, she still worked. So I draw strength from her, knowing that, if she can do it, I can do it. Just keep pushing forward. So those things that bring joy to me and give me strength. I was diagnosed with MBC about a year ago. Breast cancer does run in my family. I figured that someday I would get breast cancer just because my mom had it and her sister died of breast cancer at the age I am right now. I had started a new job and I was waiting for my insurance. I'm really good at my annual physicals. So when the insurance came in, I got my physical around December, and my primary doctor actually discovered it by doing the self-exam that she does. And it was such a weird place on my right breast that I didn't even know that it was there. So she referred me to get a mammogram, and I called probably the next week. I called to make my mammogram, and I got so much pushback because at the time I was 34, and the lady on the phone was all like, "We can't make an appointment for you because you're not 40 and over. You have to get a specific order from your doctor saying that she needs a mammogram," which is kind of weird because she was the one that referred me. So I had to wait another week for that to happen. And then when they finally got the order from my doctor, I was able to make an appointment. The earliest they had was the end of February. I waited until it was February at the end, and so I went to get the mammogram done. When I did the mammogram, the place that did it wanted me to come back a week later to do a biopsy. And a week later was into March. So I went back, I did the biopsy, and I didn't really think of anything of it because I had actually a lump in my other breast and had done a biopsy, and it was benign. So I didn't think anything. The nurse had called the next day, and she said, "Oh, we got your results. We just want you to come in, but if you want, you can bring somebody with you." And I was all like, "Well, that doesn't sound great." It wasn't until 2 weeks later when I got my appointment with the oncologist, because they had ordered to do the PET scan, that I found out that I had stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. So that was another shock on top of it. And yeah, that's how I came to be in this club that, didn't want to be, but I'm here. I did not know what metastatic breast cancer was or stage 4. All I knew, obviously stage 4 is like worse than if I were stage 1. And I didn't hear any of that, especially growing up. All I ever heard was breast cancer. So metastatic breast cancer was very new into my life. And my first thoughts were devastating. Like, when I found out during that time, a year ago, the day that I got the diagnosis, and my husband knew, who was my fiance at the time, I found out on a Wednesday. He took the next flight on Thursday, and then he got in Friday, and we got married on Sunday. Just because on Monday, I got my port in, and then Thursday, I started chemo. So it was like I barely had time to even think about how I felt truly. But when I heard, I just thought, I'm gonna die. I'm literally gonna die. And I just started my life. And it was hard. Worst part of living with MBC is not knowing if I'll be able to see my daughter grow up. I had this whole plan in my head that I would grow old with my husband, enjoy more years with him. But I don't know what that is, if that is going to happen or if we're gonna have long years or not. It's been so hard because I still hold on to the hope. I still want children. When I met my husband, I figured I would have 5 more brothers and sisters from my daughter. And it's hard some days because I don't know if that is a reality anymore for me. And I think that's what breaks my heart the most. I know love comes in different forms, but I want one of those forms. So that when I'm long gone, they're still there. Not only for me, but so that my daughter knows she's not alone. She has siblings to help each other. So some days are good and some days are bad. And then there's some days where I cry at night and my husband is the only one that knows. We sit and pillow talk every night. And I tell him all the things that burden my heart. All the things that I wish that would come to fruition. But he just tells me to take it day by day because I don't know how long I have. Well, none of us do, but I feel like it might be a little shorter than others. I'm scared that this disease will take over my body as it has, already, to be the point where I can't really do anything on my own anymore. I like working and I like being active, and I'm not as active as I used to. I still work just because it helps a lot, just to take it off my mind. It doesn't hurt me to share my stories because I don't see too many women like me on a platform that's out there for nationwide for people to see. I hope that they don't feel alone. Women that are Pacific Islanders, a lot of them are very private. So having someone to reach out that's of the same ethnicity or, culture would be great. I know that they're out there. It's just there's really no channel for that, I do join groups on Facebook in hopes of seeing one, or coming across one, but I haven't in the year and a half that I've been diagnosed, I haven't come across any besides Leslie. My community is very, very small, very minority community. So for me, being able to be out there, show the face to others, other women or men that are facing, stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, to be able to know like, oh dang, I didn't know that there are, Samoan people or Pacific Islanders that are out there that have the same thing I do. I would love to see more of, not that I want them to have metastatic breast cancer, but I would love to see those that are being affected be able to reach out to somebody so we can have something to connect culturally wise, because that's what brings us together. When we're together, it's like family. It's so easy to explain to somebody how you feel because they've been through the same thing. So I feel like since we're so small, there's not really that much. And I feel like having a voice out there, just, I just want to help, even if it's just one person. It feels amazing. From the first time I stepped into the house, I already felt lighter, just being able to talk, and just, I'm a very extroverted person, but since I've been in this house, I really haven't really said much besides, just hanging out with the girls, but just being able to absorb all the knowledge, within the room, to listen to what the other girls have been through, what they're going through. It brings so much hope and joy to my heart to know that I'm not alone. That, there are other women that understand what I'm going through, what I went through. And just being able to bond with them. Like, my heart feels so light. I feel so good. I feel so blessed. And I'm so thankful. Just being here and being able to just experience everything. Samoan dancing is very part of our lives. We grow up learning it. It's usually only for special occasions. And I feel like when I was out there doing it, it just felt light and it just felt natural. Samoan dancing is what every little girl learns growing up in Samoa. So to being able to share that with, you guys and the world, I'm grateful that you guys wanted to see it. Just seeing the other women act honestly has made me face a lot of my fears, to not be so fearful of the unknown, but live in the now. Take all the moments and just go with it. I mean, you're always gonna be fearful. You just gotta keep going out with it, fear it less than it was before. I guess the one thing that I wish everyone to know is live your life. Live your life regardless, of MBC. Live it, because you can't live in fear of it. You just gotta kick up your boots and keep going, because when you leave this earth, all the people that you'll love will still love wonderful memories of you. So keep living, keep pushing.